We are back in the small kitchen of glory. Today I'm going to be making some chili. A random recipe I found online because this was requested by a blind boss. And I haven't made chili in, it's probably been a decade. So, what we have, a green pepper. I removed the sticker from it this time, unlike with the spaghetti video. Go watch that. Tell me if you can find the sticker in the spaghetti sauce. We have a peeled onion, ready for going. We have a whole bunch of peeled garlics. Beautiful little mommies right there. Beef broth for the broth. Pinto beans. I don't like kidney beans. I know that's like the normal chili, but pinto beans or black beans are just better. Yellow hominy. I like hominy in my chili. Am I weird? I don't know, but I like it, so I'm going to do it. San Marzano tomatoes. I usually earmark these for my spaghetti sauce, but we're going to use it in the chili. The recipe I found called for 14 diced and 14 crushed. We're just going to use some crushed, boys. I don't like chunks of tomatoes in my chili anyway. Chili flakes. No, not chili. Red pepper flakes. It's not crushed red pepper. It's fine. Cumin seasoning. That'll be delicious. We'll be using plenty of that. The recipe I found called for beer. So we got the award-winning Pabst Blue Ribbon. Award-winning beer. And that's all I have in the fridge. I have meat behind me. We'll be frying that up. And, I forgot something. Sliced jalapenos. Never done that before, but I found a recipe. The recipe said to do it, so I'm going to do it. So first things first, this is already a peeled onion and peeled garlic, so we're just going to get chopping up. I'm probably going to quarter this, I think. That wasn't really a quarter, so we're going to cut this fat half into thirds, and then we're just going to do some thin-ish slices on this sexy model. I'm just going to give this a couple extra chomps randomly through the, there's a big piece right there. Randomly through the onion, just to make sure we're all diced up and beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one into, so we're gonna cut this into 4 slices lengthwise. And we're gonna slowly cut it so I can get it as close to even as is possible for me, which isn't very even if I'm being honest. We're gonna give that a couple rando chops, just to make sure we're all cut up. That's a lot of onion. Put it all in this here bowl, allegedly. You know what I should say? I'm going to attempt to put it all in the bowl, and at least 90% of it will probably go into the bowl. Well, you know, we just grab some of that, call it good. Now there's onion under my cutting board. We need to brush that off and wipe that into the sink. All right, we're getting somewhere. Good enough-ish. Garlic. This is all going to go into the meat, so it can all go into one bowl here. We're just going to slice the garlic up real quick. I feel like I always remember to say this when I'm cutting garlic, but make sure you drop a subscribe to the channel so you get announced every time I put out a beautiful video, even though they always drop Monday at 4:30 or 5. And give the video a thumbs up, but most importantly, share it around. Let people know about my autistic, blind cooking adventures. I'm not actually autistic, allegedly. I haven't been tested. Everyone says I am. They might be right. I don't know. Aren't we all a little bit, though? That's why it's a spectrum, right? And I feel like this is too deep of a conversation to be getting into while I'm cutting up garlic and making chili with beer in it. Is this a lot of garlic? Yes. Do I really like garlic? Yes. Is my chili going to be garlicky? Yes. How about you stop asking me questions about my garlic? I like garlic. It is, what is it? It's not a vegetable. Is it a legume? It's the greatest plant. The greatest plant is the garlic. Is that true? I'm trying to think what plants are better. I do like a tobacco plant, because I do like my nicotines. I don't know. Hops is pretty good. Speaking of the PBR over there. We're scooping the garlic into the onions. All right, it's definitely like top 5 plants, probably. Probably. I gotta wash my hands. I'm all sticky with garlic. Oh, that came off. Well, and then I dropped it. I'm gonna get a paring knife. I like to do this because it makes me feel like I'm a doctor. I like to cut the top off, just like so. I'm just knife barely in, running the knife in a circle around the top of the pepper. Once you get it all around, you just kind of, I should have left the stem on. You push and you poke, and you just want to get that top to come off all in one piece. Well, you know, if I had another green pepper, we'd do a jump cut here, and then I'd do it right, and then we'd be like, ta-da! But now I just have the top of a green pepper mashed in to a green pepper. Can we get under the edge? Yes, we can. We can lift her up. Shake and lift. Beautiful. We got it mostly. Cut this into slices. Circle. Rings? I don't know what you want to call it. Rings. Green pepper. Rings. Rings-ish. Yeah, that's not an even ring. Don't worry about it. I felt like this would be a good idea. Like when I said it in my head. Like, we'll cut it into rings, and we'll just cut up the rings. It does sound like a good idea in my head. However, in practice, maybe not the bestest idea. Oh, I forgot celery. We're going to have celery in here, too. Well, that is literally the worst cut green pepper I've ever seen in my life. If that wasn't me who did that, I would make fun of the person who cut that. That's just foul. We're going to get this decently cut one done up first. We got all the pepper cut up, and we're going to put this right into the bowl with the garlic. There we go. Beautiful. Kind of quickly chop up the celery. We don't want it too thin, like 1/4 inch slices. We want the texture in the chili of the celery. We'll just fit in this bowl. Oh, there's so many delicious vegetables and flavors in chili. I'm starting to get excited. That's a big old bowl. That's going to go in the meat while we cook it. Open up these jalapenos. This recipe called for 1 jalapeno. 1 jalapeno. So what I'm going to do is get a tablespoon. That's like 1 jalapeno, right? Jalapeno. We're just going to smack that on the top of those because those are all going to get dumped into the meat. I have my burger right here. We're getting the pan nice and hot. What I'm going to do is put a couple teaspoons of red pepper into the burger. The lighting might not be the best over here, but sometimes you just got to work with what you got. Oh no, the top is messed up on the pepper. We'll just throw that on the counter and deal with it later. We're just going to sprinkle this on and grab another teaspoon and just sprinkle that on there. We want that meat to get good and spicy. How's the pan doing? It's getting pretty warm. We're going to go ahead and chuck this meat in there. Beautiful. Now we got our meat doing work in there. We're going to chuck all these vegetables in there. Right on the top. Hell yeah. If that don't smell good, you ain't American. We're going to give this a good stir with a wooden spoon. Normally I would try and brown my meat really fast, but that's not really the goal today. So we're going to turn her down. Oh man, the chili powder. Chili red pepper flakes. They're coming to get me. We're going to let this cook a little bit slower than normal because I want it all to become friendly with one another. There we go. Beautiful. It's sizzling a little bit, so we're going to stir it up. Man, that smells so good. If you can just imagine green peppers, celery, onions, garlic, jalapenos, red pepper flakes, and burger all together. The other thing I need to do is put a little bit of salt in here. Keep the salt right up here. For stuff just like this, you just grab it, sprinkle it in, bada boom, bada bing. Hell yeah. Oh, those green peppers are starting to release some smells now. That's what's really coming through on the top note. Oh, and I mix it and get a little taste of the jalapenos in my nose. Is that, smelling is just tasting stuff with your nose, isn't it? I just realized that. I'm going to start saying I taste it with my nose. That's so much more cool than smelling. This tastes so good with my nose. So good. The vegetables, the onions, garlic, green peppers, all that, they're not going to be cooked all the way through, but this is going to be cooking for an hour on the stovetop, so we don't really have to worry about that much. We just have to make sure we get the meat browned enough to release some of the flavors from all these vegetables into the fat and therefore into the beef. And then we're going to drain it and get making the actual chili. Very easy, it just takes time. But there's absolutely nothing difficult about this. It's all ingredients you should have laying around if you want to start cooking. Red pepper goes in pretty much everything. Cumin's the only one that's... Is that how you say it? Cumin? Or is it cumin? Whatever it is. That one I had to specifically buy because that's not something I keep stocked, but I will now because I'm going to be making lots of chili because it's getting cold. October and November, especially November when deer season comes around, that is chili season here in Michigan. This is cooking up good now. The nose tasting is in full effect. Scrape everything off the edges back down into the bottom. Mix it in there so she gets cooking good. I'm not stirring this too much because I want nice good chunks of beef. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but this is about 1.5 pounds. About 5 pounds and cut it into quarters, so 1.25 pounds. I said 1.5 pounds. I was lying, it's 1.25 pounds. Math is hard. That's why I'm cooking chili instead of doing math stuff. We got to drain this about another 2-3 minutes and then I'm going to drain it. I'm going to do that off camera because I don't really know how I'm going to do it yet. And it's going to be a problem. I only have one of the strainers that expands. I don't have a circle one. Otherwise I just strain it into a bowl. Yeah, it's going to be difficult because my collapsible one doesn't fit into a bowl. So I'm going to be winging it. That's what I'm going to be doing. I just gave this a very light drain because I want some of that beef fat in there still. Because it's flavor, but we don't want all of it because it's too much. We got most of it. Now we got to open up some cans. We're going to do broth first. Still haven't gotten a good can opener. I know I should. I bet you bought it every time, but I haven't gotten a good one yet. Broth. Just like so. San Marzanos. Let's go, baby. Now the recipe I looked up said 1 cup of beer. More beer is better. So we'll go into 12 ounces. Hell yeah, baby. In all honesty, the beer is supposed to add a extra kick to the beef broth and make it a little bit more depth of flavor without just slamming your chili with overpowering beef. Well, I'm excited to tell you that. What do we got here? A can of... Ah, it's everywhere. Beans. We're gonna drain these. My grandpa used to swear up and down that you can never drain beans because it takes all the flavor out of them. So my grandma used to secretly drain them so he wouldn't know that they were being drained, which I feel is the correct way to go about it. Because otherwise you get all that bean paste and it's just overpowering. It's too much bean paste. I don't know where I decided I like hominy and chili, but because some people do corn. There's a million different things to put in chili. I just so happen to like hominy more than corn. I don't know why. I just feel like it has a better texture. The flavor is obviously more mild, but I feel like it meshes with the chili more than canned corn. That's just personal preference. You do you. Whatever you so wish. We got some hominy stuck together in there. We're breaking her up. It'll break up as it heats up anyway. Now we have to do some cumin and some more chili powder. I left my teaspoon somewhere. Where? I don't know. It's probably right in front of me, but I can't find it, so I'm using a 1/2 teaspoon. I'm just going to use 2 of them. We're going to put 1 cumin in, 1/2 teaspoon, and a second 1/2 teaspoon. Rub the cumin. I purposely didn't put this in the beginning. This is the secret for all the people who stick around. We need a 1/2 teaspoon, actually a whole teaspoon of oregano, just for that earthiness. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Give us that smoky flavor. I need to add a little bit more red pepper, but I'm actually going to wait till this heats up and then determine if I need more spice in it or not. We'll see when we get there. I can also add a little bit of water, which poking this, I could probably do with a little bit of water just to give it a little bit extra time as it simmers down. So we're going to do that. We're going to get a little bit of water, just like a coffee cup of water. Boop that right in there. Knocking stuff over. That's how I do. Mix this up. And now we're just going to wait for this all to come up to heat. I found my teaspoon. Don't need it now. Cool. Another thing you can do, which I don't know yet, but if this ends up getting too hot, I'm going to put some milk in it. Because dairy will just naturally cool off some of the spice. I like my chili spicy, but not burn my face off spicy. I'm not a fan of the burning off of the face. It is tasting really good with my nose. The nose tasting is going really well right now. Very, very good. I had a little taste test of this. We do need more red pepper. So I'm gonna pop most of a teaspoon in here. Maybe not quite a whole teaspoon. Like I said, I don't want it to be too spicy. But we need that chili spice. Normally your recipe would call for chili powder, or red pepper. Powdered red pepper flakes, not chili powder. Chili powder is that concoction of trash. I don't ever buy it powdered because the flakes are used in so many more recipes, so I just have red pepper flakes, and that's what I'm going to use. This stuff takes a long time to release, so I might have made it too spicy, but if I did, I'll just pop in some milk or some cheese and melt it in here, and that'll level her out, get my head on straight. This is getting nice and warm now. We're still not quite bubbling yet, but once we get her to a bubbling temp, we're going to put her on a low simmer, very low simmer, and then just let her cook with the lid off. Just let her go. Stir it every 20 minutes or so, and just let her go. I almost forgot to get a couple tablespoons of butter and drop them into this. It's the thing about every soup that most people don't know. You put butter in it, and that's what makes it so damn tasty. It is the cooking hack to beat all cooking hacks. If it doesn't taste good, add butter. If you want it to taste better, add butter. If you want to go from better to great to incredible to happy in your pantalones, put butter in it. Butter makes everything better. It's the only thing the French got right. We have some light simmering happening. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And honestly, this is chili. Might add in a little bit of tomato paste. We'll see. We'll do a quick little taste test. See if we're going to need some tomato paste or not. It's up in the air. It will help thicken it up, but I don't want to make it too acidic or bitter with the tomato. That's one of the reasons I'm using these San Marzanos, because they're very low acid and they're so good. Let's try this. Yeah, that is good. That actually has a perfect amount of spice. It's a little tangy. I'm not sure if I'm on board with the tangy, but we'll see once you put. There's so much body in that, though. That is actually really good. That's really good. We're gonna put a little bit of salt in here, a little bit more. Just a good healthy pinch, because it definitely needs some salt help. A good healthy pinch. I think we'll add some tomato paste. Why not? Get in here with the skinny side. Just get a heap or tablespoon and get off of me. Unhand me. And then we're just gonna let her simmer. Let chili do magical chili things. Man, I still have that flavor in my mouth. It lasts so long. It has such a great aftertaste. So much. It's thin, but it has so much body in the flavor. So good. Just gotta let everything soften up all the way. There was an onion in that. It wasn't all the way cooked, but it was pretty damn close. Softer the better. Just don't want to stir it too much and break stuff up, so we're just gonna let the tomato paste do its magic and thicken it up. We're 30 minutes in. We got a beautiful bubble going. No sticking, just beautiful light simmer. Starting to thicken up. Oh, this is exciting. My whole apartment just smells like this chili, and it's driving me bananas. Bananas. Oh my God, it smells so good. The paprika just has that little teeny hint. You get that big whiff. You're smelling the red pepper. A little hint of garlic. I smell the beans. The beans are coming through pretty good. Obviously tomato, that's holding it all together. And then at the end, you get this little hint of the smoked paprika. Oh, the nose tasting is so real. It's just barely coming through on the end, and it's really adding so much dimension to it. We still got another 30 minutes to go. I'm not going to hop in. It's an issue I have with these videos. Like, I want to show the entire process. But then it becomes boring, because what if I'm just, every 5 minutes, I'm like, and now we're still stirring chili. And look, it looks like chili, and we're still stirring it. That's cool. More chili. And we're back with more chili. So I'm just going to cut in one more time at the end. And it should be nice and thickened up and beautiful. Oh, my mouth is watering. It's getting hard to talk. It smells so good. Oh, it smells so good. I can't wait to put some crackers in here. A little bit of cheddar cheese. I don't know if I have any sour cream, but if I do, I might put a little dollop of sour cream on the top. It's making my heart rate go up, I think. It smells so good. I love good food. That's why I love making these videos. I just love good food. I love eating it. Cooking for people. Right now it's just for myself, but you know what? It's still worth it. We're having an experience together on the YouTubes, cooking, making beautiful chili. Let's go, baby. Give this another 30. I'm so excited. Let's go. She's been cooking for about 55 minutes solid on this simmer. It's thickened up nice and purty. I think we need to have a taste test. Just a little tester doodle. Might need more salt. As always, oh boy, this counter's a mess. Who did that? Didn't I leave a spoon over here? We're gonna get a new spoon. Oh, it dripped on me. It's dripping on me. Don't drip on the camera, please. Hot. I got a piece of hominy. That is quite literally nearly perfect. I'm going to put a little bit of salt in it. Another healthy pinch. But that is so damn good. Mix this in and she's done. I'm just going to let her cool down and thicken up naturally. And we're going to serve this mommy up. Oh, that is so good. Oh man, that hit every nostalgic taste bug. I can't talk. It's so good. It hit every nostalgic taste bud in my brain, mouth, and soul. Man, that tasted good. Oh, I can't wait to dig into this. Probably gonna cut up some green onions, get some sour cream, some cheese. We're gonna serve this up in a nice pretty bowl. It's gonna be so tasty. Got a green onion here. We're just gonna chop this into little slices to put on the top. That's going to be a beautiful topper on top of the sour cream and cheese. Oh, this piece didn't cut very well. Beautiful. Dinner time. There's only one thing left to do, and that's scoop out some of this sexy chili. Oh yeah, hear that splat? I didn't actually let it cool down. I can't. I'm too excited. Chunky baby. Chunky baby. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a little teeny sprinkle. Well, not little, I'm me. We're going to put a layer of cheese on the top. Just like that, for prettiness. Okay? We're going to take a dollop of whipped cream. Whipped cream, sour cream. We're going to put that right in the middle. And we're going to put this in my mouth. We're going to sprinkle these over the top. Oh, it's making me aroused. We're going to take a little bit more cheese. We're going to sprinkle that on top of that. Now what we have made is deliciousness. Oh yeah. Oh, the celery is exactly how I like it. It's just a little bit crunchy. Oh, I've been waiting for this. Oh, I've been waiting. It's dripping. I don't care. Here's how you make chili, baby. Oh my God, that sour cream. That little cool sour cream with the hot chili. Hot water, baby. Oh man. All right, guys. This is my chili. I saw a recipe that said I should put beer in chili. I did. Oh man, the spice on that is perfect. This is heaven. This is heaven in a bowl. I've been eating so good the past couple days. Oh, these videos, they're making me cook a lot. And it makes me so happy. Stringy cheese. It's so, oh, there's a little green onion. That is just, all right, I gotta stop eating. I gotta end the video. This is me. I am me. You are you. If you give the video a thumbs up, drop a subscription if you like it. Let me know that you appreciate it. Leave a comment if you so wish. And make sure you do subscribe. Don't just click on it on your home screen, as much as I appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe. YouTube cares about that. The magical algorithm. Or something. I don't know. This is chili. You guys should make this and let me know how it feels. Put some beer in your chili and let me know how you like it. It does add a lot of depth to the flavor. It's quite remarkable. I would have never thought of it. I'm assuming like a stout or maybe an IPA would be even better. I might try that in the future. Oh, so good. I'm gonna go eat this. Thank you all for watching. You're beautiful. And I love you. Ta-ta.